Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome! Welcome to this new live streaming. How you guys doing? Is everything okay? Alright. It's a great pleasure to being here once again on Sunday talking about a little bit, funk drumming. How you guys doing? Yes, sir. It's a great pleasure, guys, to being here once again. Alright, let me check. Let me do a quick check and let's see if everything is working fine. So this is the second live streaming that I'm doing in which I am on a multi-platform. So this is my multi-platform live streaming. So we are live on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube, I think, if everything is working fine. I hope, finger crossed. So if you guys have if you guys notice some issues, some problems related to to audio and video quality, just let me know and I will do my best to fix it. Okay, I see we got someone on the chat, on live chat on YouTube. Hola, boa tarde, Angelo Fox. Ciao Angelo, benvenuto nella live. Welcome everybody. All right. Yes, sir. Yes. How you guys doing? Wow. I think this is my fifth appointment here on Sunday with you guys, and I always have lots of fun talking and playing funk drumming. So this is a special moment in which we can talk to each other. We can discuss about funk drumming, and of course I'm also here to reply to your questions. So if you guys have some questions, just let me know. You can use the chat box, the live chat, and I will happy to reply to your comments. Okay, so guys, today it's a groovy day, okay, because as you can see from the title, today we are talking about how to groove in 6/8. Okay, so 6/8 grooves are so damn funky to play, and 6/8 is one of my favorite time signature to play here on the drums. Okay, because I feel very comfortable actually when I'm playing in this time signature. Okay, and so today I want to share with you guys 3 easy and straightforward grooves that can help you to learn how to groove in 6/8. Okay, so if you are a beginner or intermediate drummer, this is the right moment. Okay, this is the time to learn how to groove in 6/8. Okay, so I hope that you will find some benefits from this live streaming. Okay, so let's begin. All right, so let's talk about the first groove, which is this guy right here. Yes, sir. So voila, we got the transcription. So this is a groove that I transcribed, and so I will share with you guys very quickly, and all the informations that you got, that you might know to play properly. This groove, as you can see, is very easy and straightforward. As I told you, the hi-hat is very simple. We are just playing 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so let's start very simple. Okay, in the easiest way, in the simplest way, because again, remember, as I say in each live streaming, we can get the funkiest stuff we can by doing the simplest stuff we can. Okay, and as you can see, this groove is very easy to play. Okay, it's simple, easy and straightforward. So if you're a beginner funk drummer, intermediate drummer, you are in the right place, right time. Okay, so let me play for a second the groove, and let's see what happens, and then we will talk about the groove, and we can figure out how to spice it up a little bit. Okay, so let's play. Okay, so as you can see, it's very easy and straightforward. So everyone here on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever in the world, everyone here can do that. Okay, so again, the hi-hat is very easy. So we got just, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we got a simple but very effective, in my opinion, kick drum pattern. Tune, putan, pupun, putan, putun, putap, putum, pupa, putum, pupa, tutum, pupa. Okay, so again. Okay, and of course we got some ghost notes because we are playing funk. Okay, and if you play ghost notes, we are automatically playing funk. You know what I mean? And we got just, what can I say, we only got just one hit on the rim shot. Okay, which is played on 4 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and this is the rim shot spot. Spot number 1 for the rim shot when you are playing in 6/8. Okay, so again, this groove, I think it's a great starting point for you guys if this is the first time that you play in 6/8. Okay, because this is, I think, a good groove, a great groove to learn how to groove in 6/8. Okay, so do you guys enjoy to play in 6/8? Laura ci dice: ma non si vede nulla. Strano. Siete sicuri? Mi date conferma in chat, ragazzi, che tutto si vede? Vediamo un attimo. Faccio anche un piccolo check io su Facebook. Mi autometto come spettatore. No, io vedo, cara Laura, qui su Facebook mi sembra tutto operativo. Non so perché stai avendo questo problema. Ragazzi, mi dite se vedete. Ah, Dino ci dice no, si vede bene, ok. Mi ha preso un colpo perché se c'era uno schermo nero e nessuno me l'ha detto. Ok, hey brother, si vede. What's happening, brother, from New York City? My big brother, great guitar player. Un grande abbraccio, fratellone. Ottimo, si vede tutto. Bene, su Facebook si vede bene. Meno male, meno male. Meno male. Ok. Caro Dino, purtroppo non capisco l'inglese. Hai nessun problema. Adesso si parla anche in italiano, perché infatti stavo per fare l'introduction anche in italiano, perché appunto so che c'è qualcuno, caro Dino, che appunto è italiano, che mi segue anche su Facebook. Ecco, anche Marco Sorrentini ci dice che si vede bene. Su Facebook si vede bene, meno male, ok. Sono molto contento di ciò. Molto bene, ok. Caro Dino, stavo spiegando che questo può essere un groove, un ottimo groove per iniziare appunto a suonare in 6 ottavi, se appunto sei magari, ecco, un batterista che non ha mai capito, che magari non ha tanta familiarità, ecco, nel 6 ottavi. Questo è un ottimo punto di partenza perché il groove è molto semplice, abbiamo un semplice pattern veramente molto facile, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ok? Giusto un accento forte sul rullante, ok? Quindi c'è un commento che mi fa molto ridere: potresti parlare italo-americano all'Alberto Sordi? Bellissimo. Mi hai provocato e mo me te magno. Bellissimo. Grande Marco. Quindi Dino, dicevo a te e a tutti gli altri cari spettatori italiani, Che questo è un groove molto semplice, ok? Dove abbiamo, ecco, un semplicissimo pattern di cassa, un semplicissimo pattern di ghost notes e di accenti forti, ok? Come vedi, molto molto semplice, ok? E, ecco, questo era un po' il riassunto, ok, che ho fatto in inglese. C'è anche Federica, dai Simo, ispiraci a acquistare lo strumento anche oggi. Bellissimo. No, spero di no, sono qui per aiutarvi in realtà, sono qui per condividere con voi un po' di funk e divertirci un po' insieme, anzi. Benvenuta nella live e benvenuti a tutti. Mi fa sempre un grande piacere essere in vostra compagnia. Oggi siamo molto numerosi, mi fa molto piacere perché stiamo facendo la multistream per la seconda volta, sperando che non venga giù tutto. Quindi let's keep going. Quindi ragazzi italiani, cari, cari fratelli della patria, alternerò insomma cose in inglese e cose in italiano, sperando che non mi salti il cervello, perché poi inizio a parlare in inglese ma mi dimentico di come si parla in italiano, quindi è un po' difficile fare entrambe le cose, quindi parlerò insomma anche in italiano oltre che in inglese. Angelo ci dice si vede bene, sono contento, grazie ragazzi del feedback che mi avete dato. Ok? So, adesso ritorno in inglese e poi ritorno in italiano. Ok? So guys, let's keep going with the second group, and of course if you guys have some questions just let me know, ok? Quindi ragazzi, se avete domande potete utilizzare la chat sia su Facebook che su YouTube e insomma vi risponderò con grande piacere a tutte le vostre domande, ok? Tutte le domande tranne insomma oroscopo e cose varie che riguardano insomma la magia nera, tarocchi vari, quelli non sono capace, quindi fatemi domande sulla batteria e forse vi saprò rispondere, ok? Allora, procediamo con il secondo groove, anche se Marco questo commento mi ha steso letteralmente. Sto cercando di non ridere, ma più lo leggo e più mi viene da ridere, quindi grazie. Allora, Dino ci dice belle le ghost notes che hai fatto prima. Grazie mille, grazie Dino. Grazie di cuore, molto gentile. Sì, le ghost, diciamo, ecco qui quando si suona funk sono, diciamo, ecco, obbligatorie. No ghost notes, no funky, quindi no party, ok? A proposito, se cari ragazzi vi interessa, potete trovare nella descrizione sia su YouTube che su Facebook un link dove condivido con voi una free lesson series, quindi una serie di 3 lezioni gratuite sulla mia accademia che trovate su backbeatonline.com, dove appunto condivido quelle che sono come dire, le cose più importanti da conoscere sulla batteria funk, dove appunto parlo delle ghost notes, parlo di come eseguire groove sincopati, parlo anche di come eseguire i bud strokes, ok? Che è un qualcosa di cui parleremo anche in questa live perché c'è un groove dove suono un po' di bud strokes e poi ve lo farò vedere. Quindi se vi interessa cliccate sul link in descrizione perché c'è una serie di lezioni gratuite che magari vi possono essere utili, ok? So guys, I was saying in Italian that if you guys are interested, on learning funk drumming and to improve your funk drumming skills, you can check the link in the description on YouTube or on Facebook, in which I'm sharing with you my free lesson series, okay? In which I talk about, ghost notes, how to create syncopated grooves, how to play bad strokes, stuff like that. Okay, so everything which is related to funk drumming, for beginner and intermediate drummers. Okay, so if you guys want to dive deep into funk drumming, this is the right time. Okay, so click the link in the description. It's free, absolutely free. You only need to type your email and you will instantly receive the first email. Okay, of course, do it later when the live streaming is over. Now stay with me and let's play. Okay, so let's keep playing, and yes, let's play now the second groove, which is now this is the first one actually. I'm sorry. Okay, here we are. So this is the, oops, let me adjust quickly the, all right. So this is another groove, which is interesting in my opinion, because we are playing something different here on this bad boy, on the hi-hat, because as you can see we are playing some 16 notes, ok? Quindi ragazzi, questo è il secondo groove che vi faccio vedere, dove abbiamo qualcosa di diverso, in particolar modo sul Charleston, perché come vedete ci sono i cari sedicesimi, quindi siamo passati da un pattern molto semplice, quindi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ok? Dove adesso invece suoniamo i sedicesimi, quindi tra poco vedremo come suona questo groove. E poi come vedete la cassa è molto molto sincopata, molto divertente, c'è qualche accento forte, qualche ghost e appunto il bad stroke alla fine del groove, come stavo dicendo poc'anzi al caro nostro amico Dino, ma insomma era rivolto a tutti quanti. So guys, as you can see from the transcription, here we are playing, 16 notes on the hi-hat, a syncopated kick drum pattern, which is very funny to play, and some ghost notes, and just one bad stroke, which is gonna be played here at the very edge of the snare drum, at the end of the beat. Okay, so let me play for you very quickly the groove, and let's see what happens. Okay, I will start very slow. Okay, and then I will increase the tempo. All right, what do you guys think about it? Okay, so this is the second groove, and this is one of my favorite actually groove to play in 6/8, because 60 notes here on the hi-hat when you are playing in 6/8 are so funky to do, are so funky to play, so again, guys, if you guys have some questions about the things that I'm playing, just let me know. Okay, you can use the chat box below and do your best shot. Okay, do your question. Okay, so the groove, again, it's very easy, and the interesting part about the groove is the hi-hat, as I told you, but also the kick drum, which is syncopated, tum to ta dum tum tum to tap tum tum ta tum tum to ta dum, and it has that laid back syncopated feeling, which is cool to apply in a 6/8 groove. Okay, so let's try now to spice it up a little bit. So now I want to try something, which is to keep playing on the hi-hat the exact same pattern. So I will keep playing the 16 note pattern, and then I will have some fun, on the snare drum and on the kick drum, by adding some extra notes. Okay, so let's see what we can do with a 16 note pattern on the hi-hat. So this guy right here will keep playing 16 notes, and then I will change a little bit, the snare drum by adding, something new for related to bad strokes and other ghost notes. Okay, I will start by playing the transcription, the transcription, and then I will add something new. Okay. All right. So, as you can see, the thing that I was playing was very easy actually, because everything was related to keep playing all the time the 60 note pattern here on the hi-hat, but and then I added some extra notes, for this snare drum, by adding some ghost notes, some bad strokes, and I changed it a little bit also the kick drum, as I told you. And it's cool to do this particular thing when you are studying something new. you know when you are studying, a new groove, like, in this case, um, just start with the basic pattern. Okay, so let's say that the groove that you are seeing now on your screen, it's the level 1. Okay, this is the groove at the level 1. Okay, and when you feel comfortable playing these kind of combinations, okay, so when you feel in your body, literally, the groove, when you feel um, you know that the groove, it's easy to play, just add something new, just add, some extra notes, to add something new, to learn, to improve, to add a new difficult, because if you add something tricky, something which is challenging to do, you will gain a more experience. You will gain more experience. You will develop a new skill. So your playing will improve. Okay, because that's the goal. You want to improve your playing. Okay, and this is something that I do all the time when I'm studying. Okay, so these are my 2 cents for you guys. Okay, so try the level 1 of everything, the groove, and then just add something extra to to learn something new, to improve even more, to go further. Okay, and to improve like never before you're playing. Okay, I will switch to Italian now. So, ragazzi, stavo spiegando questa cosa che quando appunto io studio, mi piace fare questa cosa qui. Inizio da un livello base, ok? Quindi come in questo caso prendo come riferimento questo groove che diciamo in questo momento è il livello 1, ok? Questo è il groove base, level 1, livello 1. Quando sento che diciamo inizia a girare bene, che sono a mio agio mentre lo suono, inizio ad aggiungere qualcosa di nuovo, inizio ad esplorare un po' le cose, come renderlo un pochino più funky, no? Cerco ecco, di complicarmi un pochino la vita, perché altrimenti se suoniamo sempre le stesse robe poi non miglioriamo mai, no? Quindi un po' quello è l'obiettivo, cercare di migliorarsi sempre di più. E come si fa? Per quanto mi riguarda io faccio questo, parto dal livello base, che è questo qui ad esempio, e inizio ad aggiungerci qualcosa. Quindi inizio ad aggiungerci qualche ghost in più, qualche backstroke, inizio a smanettare un po' di più sulla cassa, no? E quindi piano piano alzo sempre un po' di più l'asticella, rendendo sempre la cosa un po' più difficile, ok? Non deve mai essere ovviamente antimusicale, però cerco di rendermi la vita sempre un pelo più difficile, così ogni volta è uno step in più che faccio, no? E quindi in questo modo eh, cresco musicalmente, no? Quindi era un piccolo consiglio che mi andava di condividere con voi. Ecco, questo è il mio modo di studiare che ho sempre avuto, ok? Quindi l'ho detto prima in inglese, adesso l'ho detto in italiano, così voi tutti possiate beneficiarne, ok? Possiate, insomma, avere con voi magari questo consiglio, ok? Penso che sia una cosa mh, utile da fare, ok? Che è una cosa, ripeto, che personalmente faccio quasi sempre, se non sempre, ok? Alright, so let's see if we got some questions. Yes. So, Dino ci dice, bellissimo, volevo solo sapere se quel rullo pressato è fatto col polso o col pollice. Ok, so um, Dino was asking a question about the press roll, the butt stroke. Okay, um, so I will answer to the question in Italian and then I will switch to English. So no worries, stay with me. Allora, caro Dino e cari amici italiani, allora, questa è un'ottima domanda. Il rullo pressato, quindi il butt stroke, io lo faccio innanzitutto utilizzando il fulcro, quindi pollice indice, ok? Innanzitutto. E basta davvero una semplice pressione che puoi andare a fare veramente, devi essere proprio al limite del rullante, devi essere sul bordo quasi, perché qui c'è un suono completamente diverso rispetto al centro. Ok, so guys, I was explaining how I play the butt stroke, okay, which is this is the starting point. So you have to grab the stick with your thumb and forefinger this way, and you have to play at the very edge of the snare drum, not at the center but at the very edge, because here we got a complete different texture, a complete different sound. Okay, let me show you. Okay, so the sweet spot, so to speak, to play butt strokes, to me, in my humble opinion, it's here at the very edge of the snare drum. Okay, and I play, by using, most of the time, the thumb and forefinger. The other fingers are just around the stick to have more balance and control, and I use, my arm, and also, I do this movement actually just with my, just with the wrist, just like that, just by moving just the hand a little bit, because it's not an accent, if I play a rim shot, I use my arm, but when I play the butt stroke or the ghost note, it's a very soft stroke, so I just do this, let me hide the question. So okay, but I'm just using the hand, Quindi, caro Dino, stavo dicendo in inglese che alla fine questo è un movimento molto delicato da fare, ok? Così come per la ghost, che però, attenzione, la ghost si suona qui al centro, mentre il buzz, come dicevo, preferibile suonarlo il più vicino possibile al bordo del rullante. È un movimento davvero molto delicato da fare, che non richiede l'utilizzo, ecco, del polso oppure dell'intero braccio, perché non è che stiamo tirando, capito, un missile terraria per fare il rim shot, ok? Quindi deve essere un movimento molto soffice, molto, ecco, gentile. Quindi io uso innanzitutto pollice e indice, le restanti dita che vanno a controllare la bacchetta, e faccio una minima pressione sul rullante, in questo modo qua. Okay. So let me play some stuff, some examples, so you guys can see the technique that I use, ok? So adesso suono un pochino di cose dimostrando un po' il butt stroke, ok? Così potete vedere meglio l'impostazione che ho, ok? And then I will reply to other questions that I see that we got on the chat box, okay? I'm coming for you guys. So the secret to me to play bad strokes is first of all also to use, of course, just the tip of the stick, okay, and to do to press the tip of the stick on this snare drum head, and I'm using just these two fingers, okay, of course I use a little bit the arm, but the sound that the sound that I'm able to achieve on this snare drum is made by these two fingers, ok? Quindi ragazzi, quando faccio ad esempio, quando faccio il backstroke, un pochino ovviamente il rimshot, scusatemi, il braccio lo utilizzo perché come avete visto suono tante ghost notes, un sacco insomma, di accenti, quindi sei già, come dire, il braccio è già innescato, no? Nel fare quei movimenti, e quindi è normale che un pochino lo si vada ad utilizzare anche per fare il backstroke. Però la cosa più importante è che il suono viene fuori da come impugni la bacchetta in questo modo qui, facendo una leggerissima pressione, utilizzando solo la punta. Questa è la cosa importante. Quindi io utilizzo solo la punta della bacchetta, ok? Quindi that's it, ok? Let's keep going and let's see the other questions. We got a question in English. Hi Simone, I love your syncopated grooves. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're very kind. Which patterns do you use the most for your fills? That's a great question. Drum fills are, something which is related to me to grooves. I use, accents on the, for instance, on the 4th 16 note, or I also do one thing that I listen to from my favorite drummers, which is to play a complete different subdivision, on the drum fill. So if I'm playing a 16 note pattern on the a groove based on 16 note or 8 note, I like to do the drum fill with with triplets, to in this way I'm able to add something different on the groove. So instead of playing the exact same subdivision for the groove and the drum fill, I used to play different subdivisions, for the groove and for the drum fill. So instead of doing this, know what I mean? So I am playing so it's always the 16 note patterns again and again, okay? But what if instead of doing the exact same pattern for the drum fill, we do a complete different pattern? So let's try to play, for example, triplets, let's think about in a swing, with a swing fill, you know what I mean? So let's try something different, okay? So this is what I think when I'm playing a drum fill. So let's play, for example, 16 note groove, and then let's play some sextuplets. I think it's right in English, right? And some triplets, stuff like that, okay? And let's see what happens, okay? So when you add, a complete different, subdivision to the groove on the drum fill, everything changed. It everything it's completely different. Because you are playing the groove, which is and then the drum this is to uh, that's it has the exact same pattern, of the groove. But if you add, a trill plus stop it so stop it's a completely different thing, which is cool, which is funky, and this is something that you can listen, for instance, on, if I think of, Zigabo Modelis, there's a song of the meters. um I don't remember the name, but the groove sounds like this. I think it's called Funky Miracle, something like that. I don't remember the name, but he's doing the exact same thing that I was explaining. So the groove is tune to tapu tapu tune pu tapu So it's a 16 note based, groove, and then sta ta 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 tune. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 1. So it's cool if you add some triplet feeling, to the drum fill that you are playing. Okay, this little thing will spice up in a big way your playing. Okay, so let's keep um, with the questions. And also another thing is that, patterns. The questions was, about patterns. If I think about patterns, I can say that the thing that I used to do, is number one, as I told you, to play with a different subdivision. Okay, so instead of playing the same pattern for the groove and the same subdivision for the groove and the drum fill, for the drum fill I will do something different. But if I keep playing, the same subdivision, because maybe the song requires to do that, I always try to be syncopated. Okay, as much as I can. So I add, you know I try to not playing, how can I say, to not playing in the box, something like that. You know what I mean? So I add some syncopated stuff. I add, some accents on the fourth 16 note, or on the offbeat, or on the second 16 note. You know what I mean? So I try to be syncopated, as much as I can, as much as possible. So let me try to play some. So instead of doing this, I can think about or adding some other accents, something different. So you have to how can I say, you have to have some fun, okay, with different subdivisions. Okay, this is also something that you can hear a lot on Mitch Mitchell's playing. Legendary drummer. He's the drummer of Jimi Hendrix. And he did this concept all the time. You know, when you hear you know, Mitch Mitchell playing his signature groove, which is this. And this is his, you know, his signature drum fill, you know, which is crazy, you know, because the groove was actually pretty simple. Tune, sta, ta, tune, tune, sta. So one and the two and the three and then tune, or maybe and he played also stuff like that, you know. Let's take a listen to you know, to Hey Joe. Hey Joe, it's the perfect example of this concept. You know, that's crazy. Okay, so guys, I need to change for a second my you know, I need to put in charge the my camera, because the 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 battery is very low. So hold on for a second, okay? I will be here. I'll be back in a minute, okay? And we are back. Sorry about that. All right. So we are ready. We're ready to keep going. Okay? So we got new life for my camera. Okay? Thanks for that. You're welcome. You're more than welcome. I will try to bring in more subdivisions in my playing. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, that's the secret. That's the secret. Okay. So let's keep going with the questions. Marco Sorrentini from Italy. Un bel esercizio per lo sviluppo dei fraseggi groove con l'utilizzo massiccio dei buzz roll. That's a great question. So Marco was asking to, you know, some exercises to you know, to play bud strokes, press rolls in a grooves. So as I told you guys, if you click at the link in the description, you'll get 3 lessons related to the stuff that I'm talking about. So how to play bud strokes. So in that lesson related to bud stroke, I share with you guys the most used combinations to play, in order to play, you know, bud strokes. Ok, so you'll get the link in the description. Ok, quindi caro Marco, se sei interessato appunto a questa cosa, che è una cosa fighissima da fare sulla batteria, ti consiglio assolutamente di dare uno sguardo al link che trovi sia su Facebook, qui nella descrizione della live, o anche sul mio canale Instagram. Nella bio del mio canale Instagram c'è una lezione gratuita, ci sono 3 lezioni gratuite, in realtà è una free lesson series, una video lezione gratuita suddivisa in 3 micro lezioni dove appunto parlo anche dei Buzzrocks, oltre che alle Ghost Notes, anche dei Buzzrocks e di come creare groove sincopati. Però voglio comunque risponderti in questo momento live alla domanda. Mi fa piacere di aver ricevuto la tua domanda. Una cosa che ti consiglio assolutamente, di cui appunto parlo anche in parte nella live, è di essere il più sincopati possibile. Ok? Quindi cerchiamo di mischiare un po' le carte, no? Quindi i Buzzrocks si fanno nello stesso posizionamento, no, delle Ghost, quindi secondo, quarto, sedicesimo, no? Perché parliamoci chiaro, i sedicesimi, quelli 4 sono su cui possiamo fare queste cose, quindi eh, quelle sono le combinazioni. Però nella lezione, che ti consiglio assolutamente di vedere, perché se sei interessato al funk e a queste cose può esserti davvero di aiuto e di ispirazione, faccio vedere un po' di queste cose qui. E quello che io faccio è quello che insomma puoi sentire da grandissimi batteristi, quindi parliamo di leggende, quindi Clyde Stubblefield o Adam Deitch, insomma i grandi batteristi funk, eseguono appunto i Buzzrocks in queste combinazioni qui. So, guys, I was replying to the questions of our fellow drummer Marco Sorrentini from Italy, and he was asking me how to add, more Buzzrocks on the snare drum, and I was saying that you guys, you can check the link in the description to learn more about the groove, to how to create grooves with Buzzrocks. But I also said that this is something which is used very often from legendary drummers such as Adam Deitch, Clyde Stubblefield, Steve Jordan, all the great legendary drummers, knows how to play in a proper way Buzzrocks. And the most used combinations, are, if you think about funky drummer, or stuff like that. And also, if you guys, want to have more fun with, ghost notes and bad strokes, you absolutely must learn, second line New Orleans funk drumming, because that kind of funk drumming, it's all about bad strokes. Quindi ragazzi, se appunto siete anche interessati come me ai bad strokes, come ne stavamo parlando con il caro Marco, una grandissima figata che potete fare è andare a vedere come si suona il New Orleans Second Line Funk, perché è un approccio completamente diverso dal funk sincopato, diciamo, alla James Brown, dove c'è un grandissimo utilizzo del bad stroke, ok? Quindi, caro Marco, se vuoi un utilizzo massiccio, veramente violento, che sfonda casa del bad stroke, second line drumming is the answer, ok? I will show you for a minute how something related to second line drumming, okay? And we can also add something cool with, with shakers, tambourine. Let's have some fun. Let me demonstrate for a second this thing, because it's very funky. So that's the stuff that I love playing all the time. I can do that for decades. It's so funny to play, second line drumming, funk drumming in general. I love so much this music. So, caro Marco, spero di aver risposto alla tua domanda. Ancora una volta, se ti va, dai uno sguardo al link che trovi su Facebook, sulla diretta di Facebook, e anche su YouTube, insomma ovunque, sui miei social puoi trovare il link. Se ti fa piacere puoi dare uno sguardo a quella lezione, ok? Sei un grande, grazie Marco, grazie davvero, troppo gentile. Ci hai stesi tutti, troppo buono, troppo buono. Grazie a te Marco, grazie a te per la domanda. Dino ci dice che figata, grazie, troppo buono, troppo buoni, troppo gentili. Grazie davvero di cuore, grazie davvero. So guys, we got the last, also the last but not least groove, because we were talking about grooving in 6/8. Okay, so I want to end the live streaming with the last groove, which is this one. I don't know, maybe, who knows. Yes, this guy right here. So let's end the live streaming with the last groove. Things here are going to be funky, because it's it's more challenging, than the previous grooves. Quindi ragazzi, stavo dicendo che adesso chiudiamo la live con l'ultimo groove. chiudiamo la live streaming con l'ultimo groove dedicato appunto al nostro appuntamento della live in 6 ottavi, dove qui insomma le cose si fanno un pochino più funky, un po' più sincopate, perché come potete vedere non abbiamo un semplice pattern di sedicesimi o di ottavi sul Charleston, ma andiamo un pochino a mischiare le carte, ok? Anzi, qui le cose si fanno ancora un po' più interessanti, perché come potete vedere abbiamo sia elementi linear che elementi insomma suonati all'unisono normalmente. Per chi non lo sapesse, linear funk drumming è quando appunto mano destra, mano sinistra, insomma mani e piedi non sono all'unisono, e come vedete ci sono dei colpi, dei momenti del beat dove appunto non andremo a suonare all'unisono, e sarà comunque qualcosa di interessante, ok? Se siete funkettofili come me, insomma potete apprezzare. So guys, I was saying in Italian that this is the last groove of the live streaming, in which things are going to be funkier actually, because we are not playing, as you can see from the transcription, the an 8-note pattern, or a 16-note pattern, as I did on the previous grooves, but we are spicing up a little bit the groove with some ghost notes, with a syncopated kick drum pattern, and I love to call this kind of groove a hybrid groove, in which we have, as you can see, linear stuff, and also non-linear stuff. I don't know how to say it. We got some notes, some combinations which are played in a linear way, in which we are not going to play unisons between hands and feet, but we got also the opposite, so it's a syncopated funk groove, of course, but as I told you, in 6/8, so it's gonna be funky. Okay, so let me play for you guys very quickly, and I will start very slow, and then I will increase the tempo. And again, of course, if you guys have some questions before the live streaming, and just let me know in the chat box, ok? Quindi ragazzi, adesso vado a suonare questo groove in differenti velocità. Ancora una volta vi invito a fare magari qualche domandina qui sotto se avete altre domandine prima di salutarci, ok? Vado a suonare un pochino questo groove, prima lento e poi veloce, e poi vediamo insomma che cosa succede. Wish me luck. Okay, guys, so as you can see, we got a syncopated snare drum pattern here to play, because we are playing, we are playing tap tap stop. It's not, like on the first groove, for example, stop it, we got it's more syncopated, so it's funky. So this is the level 3, okay, of the grooves, that I showed you today. So the thing is to add, as I told you before on the live streaming, is to add something new on the on in the groove, to spice up a little bit your playing, but by adding simple stuff, simple things, because we are not talking about rocket science today. Okay, it's just funk drumming. So if you are an intermediate or a beginner drummer and you never played in 6/8, this live streaming session, I hope that was a good starting point, to learn how to groove in 6/8. Okay, so my advice, my humble advice, is to start by doing simple grooves. So start with the first groove that I showed you in the live streaming, then proceed with the second one, and then with the last one, which is this guy right here. Okay, so again, it's a simple combination in which we got a syncopated kick drum pattern, but it's interesting because we got some some syncopated stuff to play on the whole drum set, on the hi-hats, on the snare drum. It's more tricky, to play this groove, but it's funky, and you have to add some tricky stuff, to in your playing, to improve it. That's the reason why we play. So as I told you, it's very simple. Everyone can do that. Okay, and again, if you guys are interested on um on playing and learning how to groove, in how to groove with a funk groove, just type the link in the description, okay, in which I'm giving you guys a free lesson series, okay, in which I'm sharing with you all the secrets related to funk drumming. Okay, it's a free lesson series. You only need to add your email address, your favorite email address, so you can instantly receive the email, okay, with the first drum lesson. Let me see if we got some questions, because we've before we end the live streaming. Ciao Simone, alla prossima. Alla prossima, ciao Dino, grazie per essere stato in mia compagnia. Roberto Belmonte, ok, copro batteria. Ciao Roberto. Roberto è un grande chitarrista toscano. Andatelo a vedere, lui ha il suo progetto Cigarball Blues Band. Spacca da paura. Ho avuto il piacere di suonarci diverse volte con lui. Qualche volta è un caro amico, è un grandissimo chitarrista. Un abbraccio Roberto e ci vediamo presto. Chad, we got another question. Very nice groove. Thank you, man. That's an interesting question. What BPM is your slow, and what your target BPM with this groove? Interesting. Very interesting question. So, if I think, about, BPM in general, when I play, I don't actually have a BPM, to a target. I don't have a sweet spot actually for the BPM, because it always depends on the groove and on what I'm playing, for the song, stuff like that. But if you talk about this last groove, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can start very slow, with 60 BPM, the slower you are able to play, the better will be the groove, the end result, because you need to add in your soul, you know what I mean, the groove. So you have to start very slow. So I used to practice my grooves at the same slow tempos, at 40 or 50 or 60 BPM, if it's a 4/4 groove, or a 6/8 groove, or a 7/8 groove, whatever it is, wherever the time signature is, I always used to to start very slow, 40 BPM, because it's so challenging to play slow, because you have lots of space, and when you have a lot of space, you have to be very careful on what you're playing. So I I go, from 40 to, and from maybe 90, 85, 90, 90, 95, stuff like that, because these kind of grooves are are great if are played at a medium tempo. So if you play too fast, you will lose, in my humble opinion, the sense of the groove. You will lose, the funky magic, you know what I mean? Because when you are playing, and at a very high, fast tempo, in the drum and bass, it's, I don't know, I don't remember the BPM, but it's two-way, it's very fast, because that kind of groove requires that BPM. But when you're playing, a funky, a funky groove, like in this case, even if it's a 6/8 or 4/4, I used to play at slow medium tempo, and the medium tempo is the sweet spot. Usually, 80 BPM. Okay, so definitely 6/8 is more feel than a specific part. I agree with you. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, man. So, guys, I think that the live streaming is over. So, thank you so much for being here on Sunday. It's been a great pleasure to me to talk with you a little bit, to reply to your questions. It's been an honor to me to stay with you, and it's a great pleasure to share my love for funk drumming with you guys. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the wonderful questions that you guys asked me today. Okay, so I hope that everything is going well in your life, and thank you again for being here, and see you guys next Sunday with a new live streaming. Ok, thank you so much. Grazie mille ragazzi per essere stati in mia compagnia in questa domenica. Sono le 8, quindi direi di chiudere adesso la live. Grazie mille per essere stati qui, per aver collaborato e per avermi fatto delle bellissime domande. È sempre un piacere condividere con voi insomma la mia passione per la batteria, e insomma parlare un po' con voi. Quindi grazie mille, ci vediamo la prossima settimana. Ok, buona serata a tutti, un caro abbraccio a tutti quanti. Bye guys, take care.